Top of the afternoon to you and welcome in to our 76th video in our 100 video challenge. Today we're continuing on with our summaries from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. In our last summary, we covered half of chapter 2, and today we're going to finish out chapter 2, which as you may remember is titled Lesson 1, The Rich Don't Work for Money. That was video 72, by the way, if you haven't caught it yet. We left off where Robert advised his rich dad he still wanted to learn, and his rich dad had informed him that he would continue to work for him, only this time for free. He was surprised and asked why. His rich dad said that Robert wanted to learn to not work for money, so he's not going to get paid, and his son Mike was already working for free. He tapped his head and said, "Use this. Now get back to work." So they worked another 3 weeks, this time for free, before his rich dad came back to see them again. He advised them if they wanted to be like most workers that cling to illusion of job security, a short annual vacation a year, and a small pension after many years of work, he would give them a raise to 25 cents an hour. They declined, so he offered $1, then $2. This would have been a lot of money back then, and Robert really wanted to take it, but he still declined. His rich dad then offered $5 an hour, which was more than adults even made, many adults made in 1956. Suddenly he got calm, and the inner part of him that had no price took over. His rich dad was satisfied and advised most people have a price due to fear and greed. Then they have a pattern of getting up, going to work, paying bills, and repeating it, and their life is forever run by fear and greed. This is called the rat race. He advised most react instead of think. Their thinking is governed by emotions. He stated that he wanted them to avoid that trap. Be an observer to emotions, not a reactor. He wanted to teach them to master the power of money and not be afraid of it. If they don't master handling fear and desire and become rich, they'll just be highly paid slaves. Humans struggle over their life between ignorance and illumination. When they stop seeking information and knowledge, ignorance sets in. School is good because it teaches teachers, doctors, mechanics, artists, cooks, etc. that the culture needs to thrive and flourish. But for most people, school is the end, not the beginning. He went on to explain that ignorance about money causes so much greed and fear. He explained that a doctor wants to provide more for his family, so he raises fees. Then everyone else raises theirs, or once raises. Then taxes go up, creating a horrible gap between the rich and the poor. Great civilizations collapse when this gap becomes too great. And America is heading this way once again because we don't learn lessons from the history that repeats itself. Instead, we just memorize dates and names. Prices should go down, not up. If school taught people about money, there would be more of it and lower prices. Mastering emotions in the scenario of working for free and being offered considerable more money, but not taking it for the boys was a critical first step. Choose what you think instead of reacting to emotions. He went on to explain that money is actually an illusion, only held together by fear and greed, and the masses that think it's real. He further advised, when we go off the gold standard, the poor and middle class lives will be ruined. He told them to keep working and using their brains and not worrying about getting paid. Soon they would see ways to make way more money than what he could pay them. He advised they'll soon see things other people never see because those other people are only looking for money and security, and that's all they'll get. They soon were able to create a comic book library in the basement using old damaged comic books from the convenience store that the merchant said that they could keep as long as they didn't resell them. So they charged kids 10 cents for entry, and they could read as many as they wanted in 2 hours. They were making their money work for them, even when they weren't there, and they paid Mike's sister to check everyone in and keep an eye on them. They eventually shut it down, but they had learned a lesson and were ready for Rich Dad's next lesson. That's it for chapter 2. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll catch you beautiful souls on the next one. Peace.